I realized that I did not read the directions very well on the cultural immersion because I did not do a video after I came out of church. I did, however, call my mom directly after. So what I'm gonna do is just talk about what I talked about with my mom. So reflect on the feelings that I was having directly after and things like that. So I remember the first thing that I thought when I was leaving was that I really, really, really enjoyed myself. However, it was tinged with some slight discomfort because the preacher's wife, at the end, I was talking to her, and she had asked me, we were talking about my experience, why I came, and I told her that, I had my own faith generally, and I don't usually have a set religious doctrine that I follow, etc. And basically just that I had my own belief system. The whole spirituality versus religious aspect is basically what we're talking about. And she kind of stopped me where I was going and was like, but you believe in the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, right? How do you say no to that? How do you shut that down? So I lied and I was like, yeah, which I don't know. I think you're not supposed to lie in a church, so whoops. But I couldn't shut that down. So I just lied and I was like, oh yeah, I believe in Jesus Christ. So that kind of didn't sit well with me, just because had I said no, what would have been her reaction? I think she would have been a little taken aback. And also, would she have been less accepting of me? Would she have wanted me to come back less? That kind of was in my mind, because something that I'd really liked about this experience is that I felt like these people were all really accepting, which is kind of the opposite of what I felt in some other churches. So would she have been as accepting and as excited for me to come back had I answered no and said, I don't believe in Jesus Christ the way that you do? So that kind of was sitting with me a lot. And I think it goes back to that hypocrisy idea in my mind of unconditional acceptance from God, but only if you recognize that He's God. If you don't believe the right thing, or you're going to hell. And that's the kind of concept that I was kind of worried about. And something tells me I feel like that's what she believed, and that's what that church believes. So despite the awesome experience I had during the service and feeling accepted and everything like that, when I really got into talking about my personal beliefs, I felt like I had to hide what I thought and what I felt and what I believed in order to save face and not make an uncomfortable situation arise for no reason. And it did make me less inclined to come back, because I'd be more nervous that they're gonna find out how I really see things and view things. So yeah, that's my video. It's a little long, but those were my immediate thoughts right after I came out of church. And I called my mom and talked about them, but now you get to see them in a late video. So